What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. So, I actually I've actually played this game so much, just so much. And the thing I love about this game in general is that I can make 1,000 videos on this game, and it'll still be new because, to be honest with you, I mean, I really enjoy this game. That was just some kind of weird little summary in the beginning. But today we have a Dreamsequel. And I already did this video. I already covered this video for underrated because to me it's severely underrated. People love it and everything, but it's severely underrated for sure. Why I say we need a sequel is because we don't actually get many Fire Emblem games. I want a specific sequel to this one. Now, it doesn't have to take place in the. I don't know. I guess it would have to take place in the same universe because otherwise, what would be the point? But just these characters, I want to, you see a little bit what they do in the future because of certain story elements. But to me, I just don't know why. I don't. I don't know why. What can you say, man? Like, what do I even say? I don't know why I want a sequel because it's fairly still a new game, but at the same time, I want a sequel because it's such a great game. Like, the DLC was fun. The DLC was nice and everything. I don't really want to spoil too much about that in general. I don't really want to spoil too much about the story at all. I try to avoid that in these types of videos, these dream sequels. But just know it's a turn-based game. It takes place heavily in school. And I'm one of the people that love school anime. But yeah, I hate some school aspects in games, video games. So to me, I guess that's a little bit backwards. But all in all, I mean, it's really a fun game. Like, it's really just an amazing game. That's why I chose to actually have DLC type, DLC type footage instead of, oh, let's play this in the main story. Just normally because I don't want, at least the DLC, you won't really know too much of what's going on, but the story for the actual game is such a story based game that you really will forget to finish playing the game if you get spoiled. It's such a great game that you definitely want to continue playing. Like, the story is great, the gameplay is amazing. Like, what's the problem here? Why don't we have a sequel? Now, I'm not gonna lie. I understand, because I kind of been joking around this whole video, but I kind of understand why this game wouldn't get a sequel, at least that fast. It's a really fairly new game. It's, matter of fact, it was like highly, like, I think it was like highly listed as a, game. So I don't necessarily say, okay, maybe it shouldn't be, yeah, maybe it shouldn't get a sequel. But I mean, this is like a pet project for me. Because I can't explain to you guys why I want a sequel, but I want a sequel, yo. It's like I've put so much hours to this game. It's such an underrated gem. I've put so much hours to this game that it sucks that I haven't been able to play anything but just the DLC. I want a whole new story that takes place maybe in the same world to see these characters, because they actually took like I believe the children thing out, like where you basically have your people have children and they could be in your army later. They took all that stuff out, and I would definitely like to see, where all these characters actually go forth from here, because this is one of the games you connect with your game characters. Like, you might not like certain characters, you might love certain characters. It's definitely a game where you want to interact with all your characters, see basically everything they do, and everything you can influence them to do. And I love this game. I love these types of games because they give you a certain amount of freedom. Something like that's free. It's free. But other than that, I really enjoyed this game. It's not really much I can say about it because I talked more about it in the underrated. I definitely do want a sequel for this game, and that's just hands down. It's fairly new, so it won't get a sequel for many years. But this specific game, that's what I'm talking about. I've played a lot of Fire Emblem in the past, but I want a specific game featuring around these characters, and so I basically can see what's going on later on in the future. Because the one DLC campaign is good, but it's not enough for me. To be honest with you, I definitely want to see something else, something more, something like another sequel. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.